were you just dealing with in the spring that forced you to miss? I think almost all of it, right?
Yeah, all of it.
What were you doing?
I towards the end of the spring, I got kind of into it. I started doing indie and small DD position work, but I couldn't really compete like how I wanted to.
When did you finally feel 100% ready again?
Man, so when I got my surgery in January, I was supposed to be out until July-ish, sort of mid-July, but I got back way earlier than expected, before May almost. And when it hit May, the middle of May, that's when I really felt 100%. I knew that it was going to be a good summer.
When it's missing so much time and just trying to get back into full swing and being on the daily grind, day to day in this program, what are just some of the biggest hurdles? Whether it's trying to catch up on the defense or just kind of playing live fire again.
Right. It's really the mental part. Being out so long, it can really take a toll on you mentally, not being able to do what you pretty much grew up doing. So that was probably the hardest part for me, watching everybody go out and get to perform and just be the best them they could be possible. And I was kind of like just unable to do that. So I kind of kept that in the back of my mind through my whole recovery process. And I allowed that to fuel me to get where I am now. I feel like I'm stronger than I've ever been, faster than I've ever been. That's how I felt for a while.
I know you've played in games since then, but 2019 Minnesota was kind of the one that you broke onto the scene here, and in a lot of people's eyes, well, wow, they're throwing a true freshman here against Rashad Bateman.
Right.
What do you kind of still look back on that experience as a confidence booster? Hey, I can play here, even though I haven't been a regular rotation guy the last couple of years.
I do look back on it, but I try not to dwell on it so much because that is also the past and it's already happened. So what I did before, that was great, it was awesome, but I'm focused on what I could do now to help the team.
When did you see that week 1 depth chart, and what was just your reaction to have your name on it?
It's just great. It's always great to have your name on the depth chart. It's always great to be able to get out and just play the game you love.
How's the body just feeling going through a full fall camp, and do you feel confident enough to get through a whole season at this point?
I feel amazing. I do feel confident that I will make it through this whole season. That is my goal, and I will accomplish that. So,
what do you think you just bring to this cornerback room? And Coach Leonard in the past has just talked about, you got some unique length for your size, and he wants to utilize that. But your skill set in general, in what ways do you think you can help this defensive backfield?
I can help in a few ways, actually. Very good with speed, very good with my length. Confidence, definitely. Adapting that short-term memory, just helping other people adapt that as well. I can help there too. Whoever coach needs me to fit, so I can help.
Looking ahead to the future, I know you got to focus on this season in Illinois State, but obviously the depth chart, you guys could lose 4 corners after this season. You're certainly going to lose a couple. How big is this season for you personally to get through and show Coach Leonard, show Coach Petit that hey, I can be maybe one of the guys, if not the guy, in this room next season as a senior?
I believe that this season is very big for me. I feel that this is the stepping stone that I needed to take, and this is the season that I could really take that next level to really show what I've been working on since I've been here. To finally watch it all come together, and I'm excited for everybody else to watch it all come together as well.
In what ways are you able to get better as a cornerback, even maybe when you weren't on the field, that's allowed you to crack the 2 deep in such a short order here?
The mental part. A lot of times people focus on just trying to get their body the biggest possible, trying to be fast as possible, just trying to work on their footwork. But what they don't really know is that if you get the mental part of the game down, all of that's going to naturally come because the game naturally slows down for you, which allows you to react much faster, which makes your footwork and everything else that you focus on so much come naturally.
You guys lost essentially 3 starters at cornerback when you factor in Dean, who's now a wide receiver. So it's a room with a lot of new faces that people don't know, but at least in practice, it looked like you guys, maybe not. I would even say maybe even better from a year ago. Did you agree with that? That all these new faces put together could maybe even up the ante a little bit, even though you lost so much?
I feel like all the new faces, we love them all. Every single one of them, we love them all. Like they've been here since the start, and I really feel like where we are now, I'm not going to compare it to any previous years because we had different guys, of course, but I feel like where we are now is definitely a very strong group, one of the stronger groups I've been a part. I've been a part of some good groups here, but I feel this group is special.
Is that chemistry and cohesiveness there already, do you think? Because it's a bunch of guys that haven't played together, and they're coming from different schools too, and learn different things and we're coached different things. Do you guys feel like that bond and that chemistry is going to be there right away, or you think it may take a few months?
I feel we did everything necessary during the off season to kind of click and get to know each other really good. So I feel the chemistry is just going to come. Like I said, we all love each other. We feel like we've all been together since day one. So I feel the chemistry is just a matter of time. When y'all see it, we already know that we have it. So we're just ready to showcase it to everybody else.